Congressman Tom Price, Donald Trump's pick to run Health and Human Services, taking it on the chin from Senate Democrats.
These sound like sweetheart deals.
Over Price's investments in healthcare companies while working on legislation as a congressman that could have affected them. As first reported by the Wall Street Journal, Price, over the past 4 years, traded more than $300,000 in shares of health-related companies,
while at the same time sponsoring and advocating legislation that could affect the performance of those stocks.
I had no access to non-public information.
Questions surrounding several of the congressman's individual stock purchases have put Price's nomination in the line of fire. Let's take a closer look at a key moment in the hearing, when Senator Elizabeth Warren took him to task on a trade he made in early 2016. On March 17th, he purchased stock in a company called Biomet.
They're one of the world's leading manufacturers of hip and knees, and they make more money if they can charge higher prices and sell more of their products.
Warren says that even after he was personally informed of the trade by his broker in April of 2016, he led a letter from lawmakers calling on regulators not to move ahead on a Medicare rule that could have hurt the company's position.
Did you buy the stock, and then did you introduce a bill that would be helpful to the companies you just bought stock in?
The stock was bought by a broker who was making those decisions. I wasn't making those decisions.
Okay, so you said you weren't making those decisions. Let me just make sure that I understand. These are your stock trades, though. They are listed under your name, right?
They're made on my behalf, yes.
Okay.
Warren starts going hard at the question of whether Price knows which stocks his broker is buying at the time of purchase.
Was the stock purchased through an index fund?
Pestering Price by throwing out other kinds of investment vehicles that don't typically involve the investor's direct knowledge.
Actively managed mutual fund?
It's a broker-directed
Through a blind
account.
trust?
Here it appears Warren is trying to cast further doubt on the notion that a stockbroker would, on her own, decide to buy a particular stock without explicitly getting the go-ahead from her client.
So let's just be clear. This is not just a stockbroker, someone you pay to handle the paperwork. This is someone who buys stock at your direction. This is someone who buys and sells the stock you want them to buy and sell.
Not true.
So when you found out
That's not true, Senator.
Well, because you decide not to tell them, wink, wink, nod, nod, and we're all just supposed to believe that?
What I did was comply with the rules of the House in an ethical and legal and above-board manner.
You were notified of this trade on April 4th, 2016. Did you take additional actions after that date to advance your plan to help the company that you now own stock in?
I'm offended by the insinuation, Senator.
In a letter to CNN, which originally reported Price's Biomet stock purchase, Price's lawyer says that the congressman's financial advisor has the discretion to decide which securities to buy and sell in his account. Indeed, a broker having such discretion is not uncommon. The letter also states that Price's stake in Biomet is held within a diversified account. That helps offer plausible deniability to Price. Senator Orrin Hatch offers Price further cover.
Now, not only do House rules not prohibit members from trading stocks, but it is also not an uncommon practice for members of Congress. In fact, there are members on this committee who have, as I understand it, who have traded individual health stocks while serving on this committee. Now, this appears to be nothing more than a hypocritical attack on your good character.
Everything that we have done has been above board, transparent, ethical, and legal.
Still, even if Price ultimately gets confirmed, Senate Democrats are hoping their overarching point will hold sway, that while perhaps it's legal to do so, a lawmaker involved in health care legislation should stay above the fray and not be in the business of trading health care stocks.